All right, so for the skin, notice on my palette, now I'm going to make the skin kind of a blue, all right? I've got my four colors, and that's a big jump from there to there. So I could still make a color in between, and I'm going to reuse my black from earlier. I don't need to make black more than once, okay? So what I do is we're painting dark to light. So if I look at this shadow, the darkest part of the shadow is definitely this line that separates the eyelid from the eye. So I'm just going to paint it dark. Remember, we start dark to light. We paint dark first, all the darks. I'm just keeping my hand down. I'm tracing this line. I'm not lifting it off the page. I'm making sure I get a lot of paint on my brush so that I don't run out. And I got my dark color. Boom. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean it. Do I see any other darks? No, not really. Okay, my next color are these dark blues. So now I'm going to shift into my blue, which is also a dark color. And as you can see, this eyelid is super dark. So I'm not going to paint the whole thing, but what I want to show you is a couple tricks. Number one, you might see that there's 1, 2, 3 different values in there. So I'm going to leave a little space for the middle. All right, I'm going to shift my color in a minute. So instead of filling in the whole thing blue, you could do that. I'm going to leave a little bit of room here for my next color. All right, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you see I still have my dark blue, and now I'm washing my brush, and I'm going to switch into this next blue just to kind of show you what happens. I'm trying to go quickly here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It's starting to come together, and that's really just with 3 colors, right? Boom. Now, for those of you who are like, okay, cool, so this side is dark, but then I'm noticing there's some highlights on this side, right? Well, there's a lot of ways you can make this happen. What you could do is you can prepare for it. So I'm noticing that the highlights are right there. So I'm going to put this sort of medium blue down on the edge. I'm going to put it on the top edge right in here. All right. And then what you could do is you could fill in with this next blue, this little lighter blue right in here, and I could fill it in so that I could see a color change. Okay, I'm going nice and slow. It's always okay to go dip in and get some more paint. You don't have to cover it with one stroke, right? And now I have a little bit of some light and shadow developing. Okay, so your job really for the rest of this eye is to take this palette that you got and fill in everything you see. So for example, on this side here, this is super light. So I'm going to take my lightest blue and I'm going to fill that in. Okay. But remember, the idea is we paint dark to light. So this is not really where I would start if I were you. I would do all your darks first and then start moving into your lights one at a time. So I would probably go ahead and take this blue, and I'm seeing that there's some like shading under here that I can hit up real quick, and I'm seeing that I can hit that. Is there any other place where I see that kind of blue? Yes, this top corner right in here is getting a little, gets a little shady right in there. So there's that. So you're going around, you're painting all the darks that you see. And then right now, for example, when I look at this part of the eye, okay, it's definitely dark up in here. I see like this part is dark up by the eyelid. But when I shift down into here, this section's a little bit lighter. So I might switch it up and paint with this color instead. So this might be all that blue shadow right in here. It's not my darkest blue, but it's a dark blue, but it's not my darkest blue. Okay. All right, so your job is to fill in the box. And if there's areas that I think you can add some different like highlights to, I'll just let you know. We can always paint on top. Okay. And then you're going to finish this eye. And I'm seeing that the eye color at the bottom is a little bit lighter. So I'll just grab into this color. I'm keeping my brush down. I'm running out of paint, so I'm going to re-dip. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring it across here like this. Boom, boom. Okay. This is how it works. Okay. So your job, friends, is to basically fill in everything you can. Fill in the whole square. We're trying to paint the entire eye, the whole box, and you're trying to hit darks and you're trying to hit lights. Okay? So that's the deal. Good luck. Have fun. Peace.